Wyverns and Weirdos Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed campaign, and as such contains dark themes, including descriptions of gore, violence, and other features intrinsic to the gothic horror genre. Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos Does Curse of Strahd. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me as always is Zoe, playing Sevia, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, Mitch, playing Exley, and Johanna, playing Fall. Let's get into it. So, where we last left the party, they had probably the most relaxing night they've had in Barovia when they found Mordenkainen and were invited into his mansion, where Conrad finally succeeded in his quest to find running water. And Sevia was gifted some additional arcane knowledge. And Fall made an ass of themselves and was promptly roasted. And Exley turned into a dog. And enjoyed food for the first time.
A lot of food.
Beatrice was a party to all this. she watched on.
She's sensible.
Beatrice was Beatrice.
She's present.
She sharpened some knives.
Yeah. So, in the morning, does everyone make sure that they wake up early enough that they are not shunted out of the mansion?
Yes.
Exley probably wakes up at like 4 in the morning or something.
Wow.
He doesn't need much sleep,
Yeah.
and we went to bed
No.
early.
Yeah.
After he woke up, after unwild shaping in Conrad's bed.
Yeah.
There's a dent in the bed now. Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, but no, Exley is up and just sort of moving around. He's probably he's done everything that he needs to do in the morning, just sort of getting ready for the morning. He hasn't done anything with his zombie friends yet, because it's not time yet.
Yes.
And he's currently just standing in a corner in the dining room. Just waiting.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
what time does everyone else get up?
What time did we go to sleep, Darby?
I imagine probably would have departed for rooms probably about 9 or 10.
Okay.
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Beatrice is up from 6.
Okay.
Yeah, Phil's probably up around, I'll say like 6:30.
Okay.
Because they didn't sleep well. Yeah, also Conrad got up at 7 as well, around the same time as Sevia does.
All right. So yeah, you all kind of congregate in the main hall, I imagine.
Yes.
And you see at about quarter, unless there's anything in particular you wanted to do in the morning, do you depart straight away, or do you wait for Mordenkainen to kind of come out and do something?
No.
So what is the course of action shall we be taking? I suppose we're all here? Agent 42, are you coming with us, or you found your master now?
He is my ex-master, yes.
Okay. Oh, you do not feel allegiance towards him?
Not anymore. Before I was created for the last time, I did serve under Mordenkainen. However, now I have a new purpose.
A new purpose.
I am yet to discover what that is.
Good. Well, in that case, new question. Will you be traveling with us then?
I believe our goals are aligned. You wish to break the curse, as do I. I will travel with you for as long as it is convenient to both parties.
Understandable. A mutually beneficial alliance is, after all, the best term we can call all of this. Excellent. Good. Well, then it will be all of us and Esmeralda and 42 and friends. So, should we wait for Exley's old master and Sevia's pal? Or we set off now?
It might be polite to say farewell, but I know he is not the most personable of people, and he has certainly condescended and offended some of us. If you all wanted, I can just wait and say goodbye if you wanted to start preparing the cart.
The cart is probably a good ways off.
If you all wanted to, sorry. If you all wanted to wait outside, I'm sure he won't be very long. He certainly made it sound like he was going to bed early in order to rise early.
Well, who knows what wizards do in their nighttime ruminations. I would like to go and check on my horse outside, I suppose, so I will wait outside. Good suggestion.
Yes, I think I'll wait outside too. I think I'm even less inclined to say goodbye after that little reveal about him and Exley. Say goodbye to him for me.
Of course. Yes, so, I believe if you need any help getting out, I believe the unseen servants can assist.
Yes. Thank you.
Exley is going to remain with Celia.
Beatrice?
I will go outside with Fall and Conrad.
Yes, it's good to be in groups that can protect each other. Yes.
Okay. So, between now and Mordenkainen emerging, can I get each Fall, Conrad, and Beatrice to roll me a d20?
4 for me.
All for me as well.
Oh no. We die.
11.
We get eviscerated
Okay.
instantly the second we step outside.
So it's
Strahd's just there.
It's a fairly quiet morning. Yeah.
My horse still in good order? Hasn't run off or been eaten?
No, it's still there. At probably about 8:30 or so, Mordenkainen emerges from where he departed the night before. He says, so you are still here?
Yes, we just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for your hospitality and for any help moving forward once we return from our side of things.
Of course, and if you find yourself in possession of more ink, or more information that may prove pertinent, feel free to return.
Of course, and I hope you get use out of the spells I got to exchange with you as well.
They will have a small amount of use in the meantime. Yes.
Yes. Anyway, yes, we just wanted to thank you. Unless there's anything you want to say, Exley?
I did want to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Exley. Now we better get outside before this plane disappears.
Yes. Yes. And as we're leaving, I don't this sounds strange, but I just also wanted to say, as weird as it is, thank you for creating Exley. He's been very good to have with us, and I'm glad he is coming with us as well. So I am glad you filled him with sentience.
Of course. I wish you all the luck that I can.
Thank you. Yes, and then I'm assuming we are at the door and we leave.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was such a long time skip there. I did cast Animate Dead at the appropriate time as well.
Yes. Yeah. I imagine as such.
I feel I should specify.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
Maybe just a little.
Just on the 3 though, because we don't have the body of our friend in the cart.
No.
I forgot to carry him through the forest.
True.
Wonderful. That's not going to.
Maybe next morning.
It's fine.
Excellent.
Just a rocket.
As you are departing,
Only day dead.
as you were on your way out, Mordenkainen takes out a small strip of leather, wraps it around his hand, and places that hand on your shoulder, Sevia. This should save you some hassle. And he's going to cast Mage Armor on you.
Oh, thank you. Is that one of the ones I gave him, or did he already have it?
He already had it.
Okay.
But it saves you
Using my
the
spell slot. Yes.
The spell slot, which at this level is
Thank you. I have this one as well, as you would know, and it's quite useful. I haven't gotten to use it on myself yet.
Yes. If you have the spell capabilities, it is probably a good idea to cast it on yourself of a morning, especially in a place like this.
Yes. That would. Yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, and you leave, and
Wave to Mordenkainen as we go.
Yes. As you are departing, you do notice that Mordenkainen has started the process of casting the spell on you. He has what is it, like a kind of marble archway in hand and a couple of other components.
Before they do get outside, can I just, as soon as they got outside, Beatrice would have climbed a tree.
Okay.
To have a look around.
Gonna say with time taken, you can do that easily without a check.
But what she's going to do is wait until Exley and Sevia walk out, and it's going to be a tree that's as close to the entrance as possible. and she's just going to drop. So she'll be sitting on a branch, and she'll drop so she's sort of hanging backwards just as they walk out.
Okay.
Beatrice!
Hello.
Oh my.
Having fun up there?
You have to keep the muscles supple. You got to keep everything in order. It's been a while. And then she'll flip out of the tree.
Is there a tree large enough to support Exley's weight?
You can try.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
I've rolled a 4. I have no modifier.
I mean that there's a tree in front of you that looks like it might that it should do the trick.
I'm gonna climb that tree. I would like to keep my muscles supple, please.
For Beatrice and Conrad, you all notice that there is a slight golden arcane shimmering effect around Sevia. Barely perceptible, but there. Yeah, so Exley, you start climbing up the tree, and as soon as you make your way out onto the limb, you hear
Oh dear.
and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
17?
Ooh.
17. Okay, so you do land with a bit of a thud on the ground, and so you only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Conrad will force his horse not to startle. And like, what's going on? Is everything all right?
Excellent, just attempted to climb a tree. That's all.
Oh.
Are you alright, Exley?
I think I am. I may need some work.
Right. Yes. You are a lot bigger than Beatrice. Maybe that should be factored in next time. I know she's very small, but she is going to try and help you stand up.
It's easy enough. Yeah. Okay.
He's not that heavy.
Okay. So, yeah,
6'8", not heavy.
Esmeralda's gonna step forward and say, I think it's about time we got on the road.
Yes.
Yes, better see if the cart's still in order, or there at all, really.
Okay. So, making your way out of the woods, can I get 2 people to roll me d20s?
I'll do one.
Give it a try. Oh, nice.
And that is a 16.
That's a 2.
Okay. Fortunately, it is daytime, so neither of those are random encounters. So it's about 10 o'clock at this point, and you are back at the little makeshift short rest camp that you made the day prior, and everything seems to be in order.
Can we smell the dead body?
Yeah, there is the wafting of rotting corpse.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot.
I am going to stick my head into the cart, from the bottom, the little trapdoor.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to grab the most stable part of the body and just drag it out of the hole and just plonk it onto the ground. And I am going to sort through and find what I can find on the body.
Okay.
Because we just threw it in the cart.
Yeah.
Looking for any armor, any weapons, any clothing, any exciting memorabilia.
Yeah.
Certainly quite ripe.
Very fresh smelling.
Yeah, so let me...
Sevia has turned around and is not watching.
Yeah. Let me just double check. I don't believe there's... roll me an investigation check.
Yuki.
Are you going to turn it into a friend, Exley?
Hi, May.
Who wants that as a friend?
Well, I mean,
Investigation?
Yes.
17?
17.
if the friend is useful, I think any kind of friend is a good one to have.
Where is...
Full is watching Sevia with interest.
So there is a... I mean, quite clearly around the neck is a pendant that is a holy symbol. And probably, like, if you've just dragged the body, you wouldn't have his weapon.
Everything that we left, I
Yeah.
threw into the cart because I didn't want to cause
Okay.
a scene.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, there was a mace with the body. The way you described pulling it out, like, you wouldn't have pulled the mace out with the body, but the mace is in the cart.
Yeah. No, so I just got the body, but I know that
Yeah.
there is a mace there.
Yeah, the mace
But
doesn't
everything-
appear to be anything special, though.
That's all right. I am going to give that to 8.
Okay. Yeah, note that 8 has a mace. It is, yeah, just a simple 1d6 bludgeoning.
Perfect. Did he have any armor on him or no?
No, natural armor.
It's a shame. So nothing else, just the holy symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold, got me trinkets, got me rings.
No, it's almost like the fight happened in his home, and so he didn't
Yeah, that's fair.
have anything on him
He came flying out in his pajamas.
other than what he was fighting with.
That's true. Perhaps if we have some cloth, we can tie him up or something, so it's not taking up space in the cart. Tie
Maybe.
to the cart, perhaps, or
Maybe Sevia could deal with her specialty, get rid of the body.
Great. Sevia this whole time, especially if Fall has been watching, she's just been staring out into the forest and like visibly like clenching and unclenching all her muscles as if trying not to do that freeze thing she normally does around dead bodies. And there's a lot, like her face is kind of very set. But as soon as you said that, she kind of whips around and then sees the body and just looks straight up. It's like, you mean cremate it?
Exactly.
oh, I think Exley wants to use it. Actually, we don't need to really get rid of it.
Do I know if I'm able to animate these particular creatures?
Roll me an... Would it be Arcana or Nature? Because of your magic. I'd say Nature because of your magic.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so let me just double check.
First time I've rolled a 20 on this dice. In game.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Animate dead.
Hope they will serve you better from now
Oh, I
on.
hope so.
Pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range, so no.
Okay.
Ah.
Cool. In that case, no. If Sevia has any sort of hesitation, Exley is going to sort of grab the body and just kind of drag it into the forest and just drop it and then wander back like it was never there.
Oh, you don't need it? No friend?
Unfortunately, I do not possess the ability to change this one.
So there are limitations. Interesting.
For now.
Curious.
I'm sorry, did you just put it in a bush or something?
I I would now
Yes.
probably advise against Sevia using her specialty to dispose of it if it's still going to be in the forest.
Yes. Yes.
We don't want to set the Sphalic Woods ablaze.
I
No.
mean, and she looks over at Fall. If there is concern about a body being discovered, I do have more focused fire spells that I can use that could potentially cremate the body without it being a pyre.
I would say, if it's going to use your abilities, your more limited abilities, I'd avoid it.
I suppose if he was smaller, Exa could just eat him. But it's probably a bit too big for that. He had a lot to eat last night, after all.
Yes,
That thought
I
is
d-
absolutely terrifying, Conrad.
Why? I mean, dogs eat things, other creatures eat things. I mean, I wouldn't eat a person, but, you know,
I'd hope
beasts
not.
can. Anyway,
Anyway, I do have a fire-based spell that I can do all the time. It might take a couple of minutes, but I could do it. It might not do a full cremation, but it would definitely make it difficult to identify it as the abbot, if that is the concern of those in the group.
So you'll kill him by fire and then name his body even more.
I could always make it seem like an animal killed him.
yes. And wolves will probably come and eat him anyway at some point. It's probably not much of an issue. I mean, Strahd isn't going to like us anyway. If Strahd or someone else finds him, what's he going to do? Probably by now, I mean, if news travels quickly in Barovia, they probably already know that the abbot's gone at least, or possibly maimed. Probably by us, so, yes. Yes.
Sevia's just kind of looking at Fall after what he said and just looking very questioning and concerned and confused.
Whatever you're going to do, I think we need to do it quickly and get back on the
Yes.
road.
Exley looks at Xavier.
I guess we can just leave it. Like you said, doesn't matter if Strahd finds it or not. And I doubt many people are out this way if Warden Kynan's out here. No need for more fire.
Excellent. Well, there we go. That's that. Fantastic. So we are going back to Valarki.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
So, are we doing our normal, you on your horse, some of us on the cart, Exley as a horse, or would you, I don't know, maybe more of us can, oh, not with the friends.
I apologize that my companions are becoming a hassle.
No, it's fine. They are your friends, of course. It's just, I was just worried if you didn't want to be a horse, particularly. You know, there are limited options, but if you're happy to be a horse again, I'm sure either Fall or I could go along with that.
I can only become a horse for a limited period of time. So if this area that we are going to is far away, we may need to take frequent breaks.
I think we're about 2.5 hours away where we are here.
I could probably fit someone else on Amica here if that is a problem.
You can travel for 3
Would
hours
have to
now as a
hold
horse,
tight,
can't you,
however.
Exley?
Oh, I thought it was still only 2. Is that a thing?
It's half. The amount of time is half your level, isn't it? Rounded down.
Travel in 3 hours. Oh my god.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Okay, cool. That's a very kind offer of you, Conrad.
Yes, you can go ahead and take that one, Sevia. I can ride in the cart.
If it is more acceptable. If there were only 2 of my companions, they could ride on my back, and the cart would be freed.
Perhaps we could lasso one of them to the cart? They do not need to be inside, I suppose. It would look a bit garish to have some zombies and skeletons outside, but it might also frighten some off as well.
Skeleton might be able to be rearranged or compressed a bit to fit in a cupboard or a
Can that
chest.
happen?
The skeletons fit in wardrobe.
Ooh. Interesting. Well, there we go. Frees up lots of space then.
We've also dumped the body of the abbot, so that's
Might need to wipe a bit of the blood off the interior, but I'm sure that's
Tried to get
cleaning is easy.
smell out.
All right, so who's going with the cart and Exley and Conrad and what's the arrangement?
I will go in the cart.
That's fine. I'll go in the cart.
Okay.
Full shoots a kind of like apologetic look at Sevia.
We can put the skeletons in the cupboard.
Yes.
That does leave 8. But if there is no room, then there is no room.
That's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to manage it.
Yes, there should be enough room for 8 still inside the cart if the skeletons are in the cupboard. I guess that means I guess maybe I don't have to take you up on that offer, Conrad, if Exley is happy to be a horse. But we can certainly ride next to each other if you're looking for companionship.
Yes, well, no. Well, it depends on, yes. Good, well, that's what we're doing. Fantastic.
Right, let's go.
So, as it happens, yeah, you are far enough away from Valaki that I want everyone to roll me a d20. So we will start with Sevia for the first half hour.
4.
Okay, first half hour goes by uneventfully. Beatrice.
9.
You continue to avoid any strange encounters as you pass by the site of the tower. Conrad.
Cool. I will also say Conrad is like not riding alongside horse Exley and Sevia, but he is like doing a lot of like probably more show-offy maneuvers with the horse while he's kind of scouting ahead and then riding back. And I rolled a 7.
Okay. Continues to be uneventful. Exley.
A 5.
Yeah, continue to be quiet and fall.
19.
Okay, can you roll me a d8 and a d12, I believe it is, and add the results together?
I hope it's just skeleton friend again.
Yeah, we keep running into him.
Keep seeing him.
That's an 8 total.
Okay. So, where was this? 28.
Let's just be skeleton friend with lantern.
Please.
Now he's checking his book.
I don't think it is skeleton friend with lantern.
No.
Somehow,
He looks so
again,
happy.
you cross past the skeleton.
Oh my god.
I'm buddy. Yay,
Oh.
friend.
How is this possible?
That's
How is this
incredible.
possible?
Oh, there's someone up ahead. Oh, it's the skeleton, the pale horse and rider again.
Oh, him. Sevia once again, as I believe she has done every time, gives him a weird little wave. As I believe she has done every single time.
So weird.
The longest slow burn. We'll recruit the skeleton in the end, you'll see.
All right.
He'll help us defeat Strahd.
So,
Power of
yeah.
love.
So,
Skeleton love.
you reach the town of Valaki.
While we're on the horses, at one point, Sevia is gonna try and get near Conrad.
Okay.
I guess just tell Exley to do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no reins.
Okay, she's going to be can we please try and get as close to Conrad as possible? I would like to have a brief chat with him.
Exley will, slowly move over and then start like nudging Conrad's horse as they walk.
Incredible.
Hello.
Hello? He nods at her awkwardly.
So, her shoulders kind of slump a bit, and she goes, "Do you feel as weird about going back to Valaki as I do?"
Yes. It's interesting. For certain.
Well,
I suppose it'll be interesting to see if it's in one piece after everything that happened.
yes, we didn't stick around, did we?
No, we had to hurry off. So, well,
yeah.
Yes.
Well, not to sound like one of the many clerics of the mind from when I was younger, but we have each other to support each other in this. So,
yes, well,
hopefully we will make it out the other side.
Yes, and hopefully, no similar things will happen. I suppose, as Beatrice said, we only knew him for 3 days, so I'm sure we'll all be fine. Should be good.
Yes. But, we're all smarter now. We all have more things going for us.
True, you have all your magic, as the sir was quite impressed by.
I also meant the
And we have 42 now.
and the weapons from Van Richten.
Yes, well, absolutely.
And your horse now. You are very good at that. Are you fond of horses?
Yes, horses were the creature I was permitted to have around the house. Horse riding was very important, obviously. Go hunting and travel, things like that. Yes, I'd like to say I'm quite good at horse riding, probably better than my brothers even, I would say. So yes, yes.
You're definitely the best horse rider I've ever seen.
Well, I suppose I don't know how many horse riders you have seen. Yes.
Not many, and not for a while. But you are very good, Conrad. You're very good at what you do.
Thank you. I'm glad. Well, it's what's expected, isn't it? Good.
So,
yes.
When you're about probably about 1,200 feet from the walls of Valaki, Esmeralda calls out, "Do we want to go directly to the camp, or do we want to go somewhere in town and rest for a moment first?"
It's not very safe in town, is it?
I would like to go directly to the camp.
All right. Well, we'll need to veer off to the right coming up here.
Good. Well, yes, let's go. And he kind of like flushes and then like paces on faster beyond where he was walking aside Exley and Sevia.
Sevia kind of watches him go, and then she's going to give Exley's head a little pat and just kind of be like, we can take a break soon. I know the spell runs out after a certain amount of time. We can have a break soon.
Okay.
Just a note, Zoe, in terms of horses, you wouldn't be able to reach his head. It would be his neck.
Okay, well.
They've got very long necks.
He's a fantasy robot horse. So
He has a weirdly short neck.
No, okay. She patted
or maybe actually turned his head around to look at her.
Like a full 180 degrees, like an owl.
No, okay, so she patted his neck.
Yeah. Exley is going to bob his head up and down a couple of times and then follow the direction that we are going.
I wish everyone were as easy to talk to as you, Exley. And continue.
Paul and Beatrice having a fun time in the stinky cart.
In the smelly place.
All right.
Paul's not happy. I think they're like, how do you love a thing here for hours?
It's not that bad.
Really? Enclosed space with corpse stench.
Yeah, you'll get used to it after a little while.
I guess I'll see what happens.
So, you briefly go back into the wooded area, and the woods eventually part again to reveal an expansive clearing. A small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill above the fog is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area.
Good smells.
As you get closer, you do see around around the central tent. There are a number of, or throughout the camp in general, there are a number of both Mointiers and these kind of pale elves.
And Conrad will circle his horse back, so it's like between, like in line with everyone now as well. In caution. Have you been here before, Esmeralda?
I have not. I've not yet had reason to venture across here.
Well, good. Like, be on your guard, everyone. So we continue to approach, I assume.
We are on
Yeah.
the guard.
We're there.
With Beatrice is just like, I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
So, who do we think's gonna be the best to take the lead here?
Yeah, you?
Fine.
Doug can talk to himself.
Hello.
Well, logically.
Hello. I recognize the voice of a fellow Mointer. What brings you to these parts? You don't appear to be one of our camp, and you've brought strangers with you. These are I am Esmeralda. These are friends who who wish to set things right. Set things right. Yes. You might know better what you want out of this. Who wants to elucidate this fellow? What was your
yes.
name? Sorry. My name is what was his name? My name is Aiden. All right.
Aiden, well, glad tidings upon you. We are, we thank you for letting us visit your encampment. We seek some assistance in locating perhaps a person or a bit of information. Anybody, like, while he's doing it, he like points to Sevia, like wherever he believes she's carrying her book, unless you can see
Yeah, she
sees it is there. Yeah,
she always has her book.
he points to her. We have some questions. Yes.
Yes, we were given a prophecy by Mother Eve.
Interesting. And what of that prophecy brings you to our little camp?
She said that, well, we are looking for components from the prophecy to help alleviate the curse placed on Barovia. And one of the reasons we came specifically to you all is because we are looking for a wounded elf. Apparently there is knowledge of the ancient which will help us better understand our enemy, and the wounded elf will have what we seek.
My best guess would be that it probably is talking about old Kasimir.
Kasimir.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'll show
Maybe
you. I'll show you to his hovel.
A hovel. How delightful. Excellent. You are too kind.
Probably best for you to get down off your horses.
Sevia gets off Exley.
Toad very reluctantly gets tries to show off Ely get off his horse very smoothly, and tries to hitch it up to the cart. I guess it ties the rope to the cart.
Exley is going to follow along in horse form still.
Excellent. Yeah, a regular horse that we have.
Got a pretty loyal horse there.
That's our friend.
Has good pedigree, yes.
Okay.
A friend with good pedigree.
Mm-hmm. And he puts his hand on Sevia's shoulder very firmly. And then very gently just pushes it back a little bit, and then yes, good pedigree, excellent. Our horse. Yes.
Exley's going to very slowly turn his head to, what was it, Aiden? And then just sort of cock his head slightly. Just unblinkingly stare at Aiden.
Jesus.
He gives you a weird look.
Sevia is also... Oh, sorry, just quickly, Sevia's gonna knock on the cart to let Beatrice and Fall know they should probably come outside.
Oh, here we go. The M word was moins here. All right.
So he leads you to the easternmost easternmost house, and standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the warm light of its lanterns, are three sullen, grey-cloaked figures. Their angular features and black flowing hair half hidden under their cowls.
We observe this.
These folks here to see Kasimir. All right. Go on in.
Considerable guard for someone who has been observed to be living in a hovel. Currently saying this to Exley, but also by purpose of like location, also Sevia.
Yes, they don't seem particularly happy with this development.
No.
As everybody walks in, Beatrice will say, "Thank you," as she walks in.
Is Exley allowed in?
Not in horse form, no. And you physically wouldn't be able to go in. Like the door
Can't like
isn't
stick
large
my
enough.
head through the door.
You could try, but the guards kind of push you back.
Okay. I'm going to slowly turn my head at one of the guards and stare intently at them as I slowly transform back into my 6'8" robot form.
Oh my god!
I mean, in your robot form, you're allowed to go in. So.
The guards prove themselves.
Roll intimidation.
Because no one's seen like anything like that before. I guess you'd see like maybe a werewolf or something, maybe. But not a robot.
Okay.
A werewolf.
So inside you see that there is a singular pale skinned, dark haired elf. What do I owe the pleasure of visitors?
Hail! We travel from lands far to speak with you. We have on good authority that you may have some information that may help us in our travels.
Information, you say? Why would you think that I have information to aid you in travel?
There it is. Tell that you are very wise.
But even so, wisdom is not knowledge, it is the application of knowledge. So what is it that I am in possession of to apply?
Sevia.
Something ancient. Something that maybe you would describe as treasure. Something that perhaps, if we were to take it as a prophecy ordained, we would see some of your dreams fulfilled.
Dreams. You speak of dreams. I have been burdened by dreams of late. My sister calls to me, her soul tortured and elongated long past any reasonable form of suffering in this place.
Your sister passed away here.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We also quite recently lost a friend here. I can't.
I'm sorry for what will become of their soul.
Oh.
Well,
But, see, that's part of the thing is we were given this prophecy as a way to alleviate the curses placed on this land. And it's a way to free it, therefore freeing the souls within it. So, if there is a way
I
that
know
you...
what you have been sent here for.
Then you know more than I.
And he opens his cloak to reveal a dark leather-bound book.
Huh.
Oh.
Knowledge of the devil's history.
This is Strahd's history.
Better. It is his private journal.
Oh, this journal.
Did you
How-
manage to get that?
Yes, how came you by this?
I have my methods. But, I may be willing to part with it. In return for a favor.
What sort of favor?
I have an expedition I would like to mount, but none of my kin here, nor the Mointer, I do not want them to know.
What kind of expedition?
There are secrets hidden within a temple to the south.
Ah,
The Amber Temple you're talking about. Or Argenvostolt. The Amber Temple.
You want something from the library there?
I don't know where what I seek will be, but I want something there.
we have heard word that one needs a certain way to access that in the first place.
The temple or the library?
Well,
Library.
the library. Yes.
It may not be that what I seek is in the library. What I seek may be elsewhere.
Okay, very mysterious. Yes, I get you. I get your point.
What do you seek?
That does not need to be divulged.
That will make it difficult to find.
We can explore while we were there. Who knows what other secrets we may find?
And is reading this book that you hold now only available after all of our safe departure from this place?
I will gift you the tome once I have what I want.
You drive a very hard bargain. So you will assist us if we go to the temple together.
Of course.
Will the encampment let you leave?
Of course. The guards outside are to protect me, not to keep me in.
Ah, sometimes it's so very hard to tell which is which. Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
Yes. No, you may go ahead, Zevia.
No, I was just agreeing. So the deal is we take you with us to the Amber Temple. We search for something that you are looking for. And then we return and you give us the book. That's the deal as currently laid out.
I will, once I know that I have found what I want, I will give you the book then and there.
Right. See, we've had a lot of issues with people not being fully upfront with what they want around us. I would just like, not even the full story, but a hint as to what you are after. Just so we know that you have as much stake in this as we do.
I am looking for a source of magic. I do not know in what form it will be found, but I know that something resembling it should be accessible at the temple.
Like a focus. Or...
Not a focus, though it may be stored within a focus.
like a font.
You ask
Like
too many questions.
Consider it a character flaw. She looks over at Conrad.
Well, that is very true. She does ask a lot of questions. I suppose we are looking to travel in this direction regardless. When would you be interested in setting off for this?
I would desire to depart as early as is possible.
Excellent. Well, that would be wise. That seems to be all roads seem to be leading towards the Anva Temple regardless. So we might as well start to make our way there. Especially if you also desire to go there in exchange for this book that you say will help us.
So, do you have any preparations you need to make before heading south?
How long does it take to get down there?
Depends on if we run into anything along the way.
I would much desire a rest.
Yes, I should probably also procure some rations.
I can't
Yes.
imagine it would be too long a trip, but the exploration, once that is factored into things, might extend out the trip somewhat.
I'm going to assume whatever you want to take, they will not want you to take it, so we may be leaving in a hurry.
Potentially.
Well, I guess we can take a brief break here so Exley can rest. And also, if I'm to assume that you are an injured person, we may need to make changes to our cart and our riding setup to accommodate your needs.
I can travel fine.
Do you have a horse?
I do.
Excellent. Might we procure other horses?
I do not know if that... Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasive boy. I don't always roll badly for these ones, because I rolled a 5. Yeah, so like an 8.
Okay.
I'm sure we have many things we can offer you to make an exchange.
I don't think I will be able to arrange enough horses so as not to arouse suspicion.
Fair point. You did mention that your kin were not interested in supporting your goal. Very well. Shall we procure some supplies and reconvene to set off at earliest convenience?
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Capital. Huh.
Terrific.
Okay. So, what supplies do you plan on getting, and how do you plan on getting the supplies?
We all look at
Exley-
Paul.
Exley is just going to take a break.
Yeah.
So he'll just sort of rest.
We do still have rations from like our first day here. So some of those probably aren't.
Beatrice,
We might sort through them and sort out what is too far gone to eat anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I have that many more.
You've been
We ate a lot, obviously.
You've been eating bits and pieces, but yeah, you've probably got. I'd imagine Beatrice has probably been disposing of stuff that's too far gone as it's been getting
As
to
it
that
goes.
point.
yeah.
So you're probably down to maybe just the rations that you have as standard days rations.
Okay,
Plus
cool.
probably maybe a day's extra worth of each of like nuts and berries.
Okay, cool. And we need to find some food.
Yeah.
So how many days of rations does everyone have?
9.
None.
I don't know.
I mean, if we
Well, 9 not including the berries and nuts.
So
I've got 1.
10.
So 10.
Yeah, 1.
not including the berries and nuts, I have a big old nothing.
So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you've got 15 days worth of rations. So divided by 4 people who actually eat in the party, and Esmeralda's got some as well. Like got enough for to round it out essentially. So
The question is, Emily, does Beatrice share?
Yeah, it's true.
It's a very good question. She might be persuaded to share.
So-
Look, she is a hunter as well. We can hunt on the road.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Jakar's were like, we should go into town and get some supplies. Everyone's like, no.
Like
I think
we're-
Paul would probably be like, yeah, we'll give it a go.
You don't know if there is somewhere in Valaki to get supplies.
Just food is what Cora's talking about.
Well,
But
even so, like you don't know if there's anywhere in town to get.
We know there's an inn that
yeah.
serves food. I'm not sure if we're going to go back to it.
Okay, well, it's probably best to just take stock of everything then. Well, yes, good. Well, a rest is always good. I will,
Yes.
ensure my horse is ready. He's going to go off and just try to sort of like tie his bags and crap like better onto the horse.
All right.
Awkwardly.
I guess the rest of us are going to like count out the rations and like organize them and
Yeah.
all that.
Okay. So, unless there's any other preparation that anyone wants to do,
Joe's got a thinking face.
Yeah, I might get Full to go to Sevia and say, sorry, could I have a word with you alone?
Of course. Yes.
Right. Just like walk a
Yeah.
little while away.
Sylvia's doing like she talks with her hands a lot, but she's just got them down by her sides, doing a little like flappy thing, just quietly.
I guess first I wanted to ask you some questions that are probably insensitive, but I wanted to clear some things.
Okay, that's fine. Certainly.
Why did you kill the abbot, and have you done that kind of thing before?
Well, in the abbot, look, I don't know a lot about celestials, but I know they can fly. They can certainly fly faster than any of us can run. And initially with the fire, I just wanted to incapacitate him and maybe we could leave, but then and Exley was down, and I'm afraid to say I lost my cool a little bit.
I see. So it was self-defense then, of a sort.
Not for me, for not losing another friend. But the spell with the noise, I've never done that one before, and the fire I only did when we met Esmeralda and those direwolves. It's advanced magic. You only do it in controlled circumstances at the university. I'd only just written it down when we came here. I'd never done it before.
I see. I think I understand now. I'm sorry for treating you coldly, I guess.
I should be more considerate. I guess I guess you of all people know I sometimes get myself into situations I can't get out of.
No, I think what you did was completely understandable in the circumstances. I was just worried that I'd gotten the completely wrong reading of you, and
magic is a part of me, but it's not all of me, you know? And I guess maybe I'd make different choices if the events of 2 days ago hadn't happened. But I guess I can say with you that I'm not doing so great about that right at this moment. I'm sure none of us are, and I don't want to monopolize the grief of the situation, but I guess my fuse is maybe a little shorter than it would normally be.
That's completely understandable. I think everyone should be able to express grief. And
yes.
That was an awful event that happened.
Yes, are you doing okay? It's
kind
okay.
of angry all the time, but that's been ongoing. But it's fine, I'll try not to go and snap at everyone. I think I've been a bit rash with my comments lately, and I don't want to piss off any powerful people.
I mean, we're all trying to be friends here. I guess maybe part of that is learning to recognize that we're all hurting, and maybe we need to all be a little more lenient with one another, and if we do say things we maybe regret, that it's okay to apologize for that.
Yes, those are wise words.
I guess I don't know. I'm just trying to think about what he would want us to do. And
Paul makes a face. Mention of Kasimir.
Look, I know you and he didn't get along, but
oh, no, I'm sorry.
no, it's he, I think, would want us to do. And I guess maybe part of that is learning to recognize that we're all hurting, and maybe we need to all be a little more lenient with one another, and not. And if we do say things we maybe regret, that it's okay to apologize for that.
I
want us to deify him less. He wouldn't want us to deify him.
I'm sure he wouldn't. Yes.
I mean, I know you and he didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. He and I didn't either.
No, I'm sorry. He's kind of people. It's kind of people that make me very angry, and I can be quite mean. So apologies. I instantly went right back into it, but ooh.
Tieflings with wings?
Oh no, that would be very weird. No, holy people who loved to, control everyone and such, and spread their word to everyone, and like.
Yes, I don't know a lot about your life prior to this, but I don't imagine people like that played a good role in it.
They could have been better.
I will admit, holy people have not been my kinds of people either in the past 8 years.
I think I've gathered that a little.
I don't know, I guess, I don't want to be upset, but I would have liked to have gotten to a point where maybe all of us could have gotten along, and
that would have been nice.
Especially, when all this was over and when all this is over, I would love to be able to find all of you and convince myself this wasn't an awful dream, but
yeah.
Did you know he was also from Durham like me?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He mentioned it. It's amazing we never met. I'm making myself upset, I'm sorry.
Well, then maybe you can come and visit myself and Conrad in Serata.
Serata, that's not far from... How far is that? That's a distance from Durham.
It is.
It's not too far.
Too far.
It's not too far.
Oh no.
It's not a great distance. I'm sure we could
yes,
break
I'll have
something
to
up.
come watch a show or something if I can
Yes.
get back with the troop or see what happens.
Yes, well maybe at some point I do final exams in a year or two. Maybe I don't know, maybe you can all come to my graduation.
Absolutely.
What an interesting thing to explain to all the parents there.
Well, I'll let you know. As part of my monastery training, I've done a little bit of teaching myself. Maybe I can teach you a few tricks on how to teach toddlers their alphabets.
I teach too. Not toddlers, but that's wonderful.
I was too dumb for the other stuff, but kids are nice.
Oh. Honestly, I find teaching children harder than teaching adults. At least with adults, you're allowed to get cross with them.
That's true.
Children, I've never really been able to relate to anyone even close to my age, let alone younger than me.
No, they're quite fun. They just enjoy learning or enjoy playing around. I don't know. It's good. I'm sure, yes. We can swap teaching tips.
That would be delightful.
And on that note, I think it's time to leave it there for this week.
Hey.
I realized we're so late in.
Yeah, I didn't realize either. I was like, time to leave.
Yeah, so, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
catch you
for
next week.
listening. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.